crowd set for football now here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Welcome to the field, your 2025 Seattle Seahawks.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56, the #1 overall pick, all the way back in 2009.
Hey, think back to early in training camp. It seemed like every single day there was a report about his health and whether he was practicing or not. But here's a guy that has a ton of NFL experience, Super Bowl winner. I mean, this guy is as talented and as good of a passer as we have seen in the last 20 years in the NFL. So, assuming he's healthy, assuming he continues to build and get his physicality back, I know he's getting a little long in the tooth, but make no mistake about it, Matthew Stafford can flat out play.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
A gain of 19
A
yards.
pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, L.A.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. It's another run here for Williams. He'll manage only a couple. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
The motion man is Nakua. That one into the hands of Atwell. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down. 1st and 10.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Well, they hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
The tackle made by Julian Wall. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 15-yard line.
They'll go again here with Williams. And he's in! Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Rams. And Greg, that is the way you'd love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, starting the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
They'll try here for the extra point.
For the extra point.
It's up and good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, here comes White. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters.
The first down throw was incomplete, and now 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, all 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st down. 24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Rams.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
The motion man is Nakua. Here's Stafford now on second down. He's across midfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that screenplay. And a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Stafford now on second down. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
They'll go with Williams. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He'll find the rookie from Oregon, Terrence Ferguson, to the goal line and in. Terrence Ferguson. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
I'll tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Rams will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, here comes White. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense ready for their second possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon and begin this drive, 1st and 10. first carry now for Kenneth Walker. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down. First and 10.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Taken in right side by Barner. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's Walker. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
We'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Kobe Durant up to make the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's second down and 7. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Rams out to the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They face second down and 7 as we are ready to get back underway. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. He's brought down by Kobe Turner.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whenever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Here's Stafford. Looking across the field, Nakua has it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Parkinson in motion. 2nd down, it's Stafford. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
A gain of 20.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
The tackle made by Julian Love. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. The motion man is Nakua. Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And now where will they mark him? It looks like he's a little bit short, just by about the length of the football. So decision time coming up. It's 4th down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on.
And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, LA.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams move out to a 21-3 advantage. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do at this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Darnold. To throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are, and I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And they start in the best possible situation. It is first and goal. Man in motion is Smith. They go play action with Stafford. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
Complete to number 19. A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Going in the wrong direction. Now second and goal from the 12. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes White. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Walker to start the drive, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 26. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Stafford now to throw on 1st down. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Man in motion is Smith. A give, and here comes Williams. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Williams. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased.
Still 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd and a long way to go. Out of the gun, Stafford unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Well, Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he's very close to a 1st down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
10 yards.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one. And they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he will score. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Seahawks are able to edge a bit closer.
24. Seahawks 10.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Rams offense and Davante Adams heading back onto the field. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
There's that man again, another catch. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
The motion man is Nakua. Stafford now on 3rd down. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Rams 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Throwing again is Stafford. That's to the sideline and hauled in by Smith. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Stafford working from the pistol. He'll find his tight end. It's Kobe Parkinson. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
On the pickup,
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Stafford to throw again. Open man, downfield, it is Adams. And he will get into the end zone. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Rams. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Seahawks 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
In motion is Barner. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, here comes White. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now, Darnold. And he can't hang It'll bring up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down and 9. Darnold now to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. Here comes Smith on the return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Rams offense and Devontae Adams heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. They run over center with Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
All right, so in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging fourth down decision.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
The 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Here's a designed run. He takes off. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Seattle.
18. And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, It just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and got a fresh set of downs. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
They came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores, you cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
To throw again is Darnold. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th, but they give the ball over on down. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. Man in motion is Smith. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allowed him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Well, in a game that seems like it's gone all in their favor, that's kind of one of the rare cases where this offense didn't appear to be on the same page, because for as good as they have been all day long, this possession at least, they're going to stall out.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
Their own 32-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker. He'll manage to get to the 33. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down.
Fisk on the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Cameron Curl up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Here in the second half, you find yourself trailing late. Every single possession is critical. You can't waste any of them. But now, after that 3rd down sack, got to imagine a punt is coming. The likelihood of a comeback just continues to go down.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Returnable from the 17. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Williams. Finding room at the 35. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another 1st down.
Rams, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Rams.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Parkinson in motion. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throw, Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Throw on third down, Stafford, and that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. To throw on first down is Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a yard. They'll go play action with Darnold. That one slid out wide to Walker. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Darnold to the air once more. He'll complete it to Barner. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get
the pressure too much, and he goes down. Kobe Turner getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible, but you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield, but when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Darnold. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. And it's 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The Rams offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. He's done it again, back-to-back good runs. 19 this time, and another first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Still first down.
Fakes the handoff and keeps it to himself. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, L.A.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
On the ground, this is Williams. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
It's another run here for Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Lawrence on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. They're going to bring him down to 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. First down, picked up on the ground.
That's good for a Rams first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Second down and 8. Man in motion is Smith. He'll try the right side with Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
On the tackle. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and
2
9.
minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
His kick is perfect, and the Rams will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Darnold to throw again. He'll locate Cup, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. 70 seconds left to go in this game.
1st and 10.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. 1st catch, 1st touch. Here as we start the 2nd half.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold again. There's that man again. Another catch. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
7-yard pickup.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
He's going to keep it himself.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Darnold now to throw. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. Throwing, Darnold. And not liking anything downfield, and just get this to the sideline. It is incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Here's Darnold. And that's over everybody. Out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
And the final throw of the game lines up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.